taxes. But the one thing everyone here agrees on is that public transit in the city isn't going to get better anytime soon. If you've noticed an increase in train delays in the last year, chances are it's not alone. Somebody trains managers moving inspectors into the state but modernization projects may have to be deprioritized because it doesn't have the subway system to put the brakes on congestion. Comes with a difficult decision, but implementing the planned congestion pricing will still like this. 85% of people in front of the district every single day use the train, even need the event. Mayor Adams says the subway system is averaging about 6 felonies every day. He wants those statistics to improve. This is video from inside a stalled F train taken by a Fox 5 colleague this morning. It would have generated jobs, construction jobs, it would have been a boost to our economy, it would have improved transit service for our region. But many expressed concerns that the program would put more people into the system without a plan to improve service first. Just when the everyday working man thought he'd stuck it to the system by rejecting financial tyranny, the subway starts falling apart, almost as if its sudden deterioration is completely on purpose. But even though this might look like retribution from progressive leaders upset that the people of the city haven't gone along with their plans of world domination, what no one's willing to admit is that even if the city taxes every car on the road, none of that money's going to address the real reasons our subway is perpetually terrible, when it already costs billions of dollars a year to operate, because billions in new revenue might pay for brand new subway cars and platforms, but fancy new stuff won't address New York's mental health crisis, which has led to its shelters becoming so full that homeless have nowhere to live but in the subway itself. And not only is the subway a shelter of last resort for New York's neglected poor, it's also a haven for criminals with assaults, robberies, and knife-related incidents going through the roof, leaving many to wonder how installing elevators and shiny new LED monitors to blast us with TV commercials while we wait for the trains is going to stop criminals from running rampant down here. And how exactly is it going to convince people to start paying for the train? Because the last time I checked, no one does that anymore. Which brings us to the real reason the subway system is perpetually terrible. All the money in the world won't fix a justice system that immediately releases criminals and fails to punish minor offenses. And all of the money the city was hoping to raise certainly isn't going to help the homeless rebuild their lives and get off the streets, since none of that money would ever have been meaningfully spent on mental health programs. And of course, everyone's aware of this. The governor's aware of this, which is why she put a stop to congestion pricing, and everybody breathed a sigh of relief. But behind the scenes, the wheels of wealth redistribution have been working quickly to push as hard as possible for the reactivation of New York City's car tax, which looks like it may happen at some point because all the infrastructure to tax your car isn't going away. On top of that, activists say that all of New York City's problems aren't because of crime or corruption. No, it's because the government here doesn't have enough of our money. And it's been revealed that they're coming to get it, one way or another. The wonderful New York City subway, full of life and vibrancy, and there's a street right here blasting me in the face. It's not great down here. No, it's not. And that's what's got activists so riled up, because the taxes and fees that were meant to fix this place, those are no longer on the way because congestion pricing has been canceled. Actually, that's what we've been told. You wouldn't know by looking at this place, but it already costs $20 billion a year to operate. But alas, that's not enough money to make repairs or improvements, and we are likely to see these taxes again in the near future. How soon is anyone's guess? But before we get into when these taxes are going to hit you, we've got to look at what the transit activists are so upset about. 85% of the people that come into the central business district every single day do it on buses and trains. These are the folks who need the investment. If you want trains, if you want new stations, if you want signals from this century, think about that. We ought to get this done. So these protesters, they definitely have a good point. Now that the money's not coming as soon as they thought it was, nothing down here is going to change anytime soon. But what exactly people were expecting to change based on how expensive this is to operate already is not something anyone can really agree on. Right now, our $20 billion gets us peeling paint, trash cans that look like they themselves need to be thrown away, cracked $1 million monitors, and elevators that never, ever seem to be working correctly. If this is what $20 billion a year gets us, what's an extra $1 billion going to do? Because $1 billion is the amount of revenue that was projected based on the license plate readers, which are an unavoidable toll. And all of that money was going to come down here and go to the subway. But $1 billion only represents a 5% increase over what it already cost to operate this place. Yet we're supposed to believe that an extra 5% in the city's budget was going to change what you see here, make it a magical brand new place with trains that run on time.